How to become a YouTube hero. Have you ever wanted to have your own YouTube channel where you are the hero? People are watching and subscribe to you and bringing in clients all from your YouTube channel? Well, in this episode, Nate and I are going to teach you exactly how you can become a YouTube hero.
So I want to make sure we cover several things in this video. I want to talk about really what is a hero, because the world defines that differently than we do. We're going to talk specifically about why YouTube, because YouTube has some advantages that other platforms don't. Then we're going to talk about kind of the results, like when people see us as heroes, what does that mean for our business?
So Nate, what is a hero?
Yeah, to me, a hero is somebody that has a positive influence.
Yeah.
Like I love the power of influence. On my book, A Hero's Guide to Influence on YouTube. Like YouTube needed to be a big word, but influence, I feel like it's our purpose in this life is to really have a positive influence. And so if we can position ourselves to be a hero, that sounds a lot better than like a celebrity or something like that. It's like there's purpose behind it.
Yeah.
Now, I want to ask you the same thing. How do you view a hero?
So very similar, but it's so funny because we have that as an acronym in our business. And HERO actually stands for help, empathize, relate, offer. And so that was
awesome.
Actually one of the ways that I would talk to motivated sellers that wanted to sell their home and that I could get their properties, et cetera, et cetera. And so one of the things that we always had to do was be a hero to them. And those were the four defining things in order to actually help someone. You state that you're here to help, you empathize with where they currently are, you relate to them with your own personal story, and then you make them an offer that will actually take them to the next level. Because to me, the O is actually very important. If I tell you all of these amazing things that I could help you do, and there is no offer at the end, and I don't actually do anything to take you with me, then I almost did you a disservice. Like, oh, you could do this, all right, see you later. So you have to offer too.
It totally makes sense. I mean, if you've built your business around a service, a way to help people, that's when we're in our zone. It's like, this is what I'm good at. Let me help you. And I love the impact that I've had on your life.
Yes.
Like you're a rock star. You're amazing. Yeah. You were very successful prior to meeting me. And
even more successful after I met you, right?
What we've done on YouTube together is awesome.
It is. And that too was able to make me a hero on YouTube. Obviously, I'm out, like you said, I was successful, but not known by anyone, and also not helping. I'm not sharing my information. I'm just hoarding it all to myself and making money with it. But then I get the opportunity to come to YouTube, be a hero, and share. That's fun.
So let's talk about the specifics. Like, how did YouTube change what you did in your business or how you, like your life?
It changed a lot. Like you said, your book of influence on YouTube really shifted what I was doing. So when I first came to YouTube, I was a real estate investor. So I'm coming and I'm teaching you how to flip houses, how to do Airbnbs, how to, get rental properties. And after a good year and the audience is growing, you really do start to become an influencer in your space. You really do have a big influence. And so you're now not just telling people, making the offer like, hey, if you have a house you want to flip, call me. That's no longer the call to action. The call to action becomes, hey, I have coaching. Hey, I have classes. Hey, I have events where we can teach this. Hey, here's how you get involved to become a little me, a little Noelle in your own right. So it really shifted the business. The business was just real estate investing. Once I got to YouTube and it really started shifting, today it is a completely different business model. A lot of what I do is really influencer, and I had to almost embrace that title that I'm not just a real estate investor or a real estate broker. I'm a real estate influencer.
Now, do you mind sharing some revenue numbers?
Absolutely.
Like I know this is about, influencing others, but the more we serve. So where was your revenue at before we started working together?
Yeah, so are we talking about just real estate or are we talking about YouTube revenue? Because there wasn't any, even though I had a YouTube channel.
But in your business?
In my business, I solidly probably was making $1 million a year. You know what I mean? Pretty easily $1 million a year from the rental properties and the different things that I had with just real estate investing. Once I became onto YouTube, I quickly took that from like 1 million to like 4 million in like 1 year's time, because the YouTube traffic was generating so many different leads that I could also, not only are people saying, hey, I have a property for you, and that business is growing. Now there's this entire other business of coaching, courses, and events around what the audience is wanting with the teaching and the education of real estate investing. So I really became a real estate investor teacher or mentor, more so than just the actual investor doing the real estate investing. So I, of course, had so much success with YouTube, and I'm so thankful for you for that. So I would have to ask you, Nate, this really, really important question. How did you choose YouTube as your platform?
It's a good question because there's so many people out there that say, oh, you know, TikTok or whatever the latest and greatest thing. Or what about Facebook? I know you're putting a lot of time into Facebook.
Not anymore.
YouTube has some big advantages. I love, and I'll talk about three.
Okay.
One, I love the search engine. Because when we have a business that's based on information, like in the case of yours oh, I know how to invest in real estate successfully. Tons of questions on Google and YouTube, people asking how to do blank in real estate or how to make money with Airbnb. And so with a search engine, you can just have these people find you. And it works well. It works so well. Compared to a search engine on Facebook, it just doesn't work. The search engine on LinkedIn, it doesn't work for content or strategy. It only works if they already know your name, so that's number one. Number two is the analytics. Like it boggles my mind how much data YouTube gives us. Like if you look at the analytics on any other platform, they'll give you a little graph and what do you like, okay, great, thanks. You can see whether you're growing or not. But YouTube, it breaks it down on every little detail. From one episode, you'll know when people drop off and you can look, oh, at 2 minutes and 22 seconds, I said that, I shouldn't say that. Or, oh, wow, people rewound and watched this part again. What did I say there that I need to like pay attention to? And you can compare one video to the next. Like, why did this one perform so well compared to this one? You just learn a lot. It shows that YouTube really has a vested interest in us so that we can succeed and we can improve our channels over time. So that was the second benefit to YouTube. The third one I'll call the promotion engine. Now, most people on YouTube, when they look at YouTube as a business, as a way that they can make ad revenue, they look at that YouTube's partner program and they look at it in a way of, okay, YouTube's partner program allows me to make money. Okay, that is true, but for us, the ad revenue is just icing on the cake. Because you don't have as much control over it. So as an entrepreneur, you don't want to just rely on that. There's a much bigger benefit. There's a much bigger benefit. So let me paint the picture this way. Let's say you make an episode and it's on YouTube. YouTube puts an ad next to it, like before it or around it or somehow. And that's how YouTube makes money. So if you make a video and YouTube puts an ad there and that pairing works well, YouTube will promote your video. So we might have had a video that got over 6 months, it might have had 10,000 views from search, and that would be a high performer. 10,000 views, If an ad pairing works well, we've had videos get millions of views. And we don't have to pay for that. YouTube actually pays us for that. You got paid that ad revenue on those videos. But how you made a lot more money is the video brought in a lot of new leads into your business. And so instead of just say $10,000 or $20,000 of ad revenue, we're talking about millions of dollars from those videos.
I love YouTube too because, again, you have more time. So if you have an Instagram post or a Facebook post, that's not a lot of time to get the person to really know and love you and trust you, which is what we're looking for in business.
You think about what can be done in 10 minutes. You're having a 10-minute conversation with them. If you're looking right at the camera, I mean, it's 10 minutes of eye contact. It is wonderful. That's a good point.
It is.
So another question I want to ask is comparing this to marketing, like the Facebook marketing that you did. I look at YouTube as not marketing. It's so much more than marketing. I mean, it's a way of like building real influence. So what's been your experience
The big
with that?
thing obviously with a marketing campaign, an ad campaign. So say, for example, I'm having an event. I'm going to do a 6-week campaign of certain ads, certain promos, and that's very finite. And it's not this continuous evergreen thing. I think one of the benefits on YouTube that you didn't say that I would say is that it's evergreen. People find my videos from 3 years ago and are taking advantage of those call to actions or buying my products or my services. So the search if you make a good video, it's not just 2 weeks or 3 weeks while you have the ads running to that campaign. This is evergreen. It's always up there. You don't have to take the videos down. Even if the views start to go down, they're still getting views.
Yeah, so it's like the snowball effect, really. I mean, you've got a certain amount of videos, but as you add more and add more and add more, you're just building that momentum. And I love what you talked about with ad campaign around an event. It's just a finite thing. You know, you might get people come to the event, and the event would actually be better at building influence.
Right.
Well, I love the YouTube channel. You're building this archive of videos that bring people in and really build that relationship.
Yeah.
And grow your email list. And so you're now a part of their lives. And,
right.
and so you really are growing influence.
Yeah.
Versus just, you know, you put up an ad for a time.
Yeah.
And it works for a time, the ad is gone. And
then it's gone.
It's gone.
And it's not real influence. I could tell you unequivocally, when you're just doing an ad campaign, a marketing campaign for one specific thing versus a YouTube channel where you have made and put so much value on content. I meet people at the airport. They see me in the mall, in the stores. They're like, hey, Noelle. And they feel like they know me because they watch my YouTube channel. They know my content. They're telling me my story. The entire thing. You really get to really connect with your audience in a way that no other platform is going to allow.
Well, that leads into another thing that I wanted to ask you, and I already know the answer, but I want them to hear the answer as well. So when somebody has found you this way on YouTube,
yes.
and you're on the phone, you're on Zoom with them, what is that conversation like?
It's like they know me. I literally have to get therapy almost for people acting as if they knew me. Like seriously, just coming up, hey, Noelle, I know your kids. I know you have 5. I know this, I know that. They know so much about you. So the conversation is like talking to a friend. They feel like they know you. It's a very, I no longer, when I first started my YouTube channel, it did the strategy session, for example, if I talked to someone, did have more of a sale. I had to sell. Now they come to me, they know who I am, and if they can afford it and they want to do it, it's happening. And that's really the only barrier to us working together. So I know for me, it has been very fulfilling, you know, meeting my clients and subscribers and things like that. So what has that been like for you? Fulfillment, changing people's lives? What's that been like?
Well, I admit I love impact. Early on, you know, in my adult life, I felt like I wanted to make an impact and I didn't know how. But I just love working with influencers, and I developed this YouTube strategy. It's amazing to look back and just see the impact that it's made.
Yeah.
I mean, to have people, both, you know, clients, like I've helped you on YouTube, and it's transformed your business, it's transformed your life, and I love it. And I've got, you know, dozens of examples of that. But I've also got people who have only found me on YouTube, or people who have just only read my book, and then they report back to me afterwards when they take my advice or they implement the strategy.
Right.
And they report. They send me a text message. Oh, by the way, in the last 12 months, I made $1 million using your strategy. And it's just like,
yeah, that's fulfilling.
That is
it's
very rewarding.
It
I love
is
it.
much more rewarding than just working a day job.
Yeah, it's like having a purpose and then putting all this heart into it and then seeing the return on that.
Yeah.
That's why I love this YouTube strategy.
Yeah, me too. So we have a gift for you. Obviously, this is fulfilling, and we want to keep the fulfillment going. Nate's book, you can get this book free. You just covered the shipping at natesyoutubebook.com. This book has been life-changing for so many people. I wish I had this book when I first started. I had to actually listen to Nate say all of these things and watch videos, but you can get this all in this book. It has templates, graphs, scripts, and everything that you might need to become an influencer on YouTube. Get this book absolutely free. You just cover the shipping, natesyoutubebook.com.